So, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Makakodash. We say the man apostles and elders of great most and well teachers of apostles in the truth. And we see salutations to the Akim to the pushing the word, truth and sincerity day in and day out, constantly in season or season with Shalom. And once again, going into a video here, and that's basically touching upon how much heresy is, how much new doctrines, how much false doctrines, in matter of fact, that you're hearing right now. Different beliefs, and again, as I said, going into how much heresies that they're hearing right now. Now, when you look up the word heresies, right, it say what is the meaning of heresies in the Bible? It say according to Eastern's Bible Dictionary, the word heresy comes from a Greek word meaning a self-chosen opinion or the sect holding that opinion. Heresies came to be understood as self-chosen doctrines that do not originate from God. So a heresy is something that, as I say, it's a self-chosen doctrine that do not originate from God. As basically, like the previous video I did, those guys have what? A self-chosen doctrine, just like many other things that people believe in and know, like pantheism. Going into replacing God with the universe. Those things are self-chosen doctrines, right? That they say that do not originate from God, and what they love to do is bring these doctrines, these self-chosen doctrines, these heresies, and now want to incorporate it, right, with the Lord, and that same way like this want to say the manifest and the universe and all these other things. They want to put that with the Lord when it's not. Those things didn't originate from those doctrines didn't originate from God. You understand that? They believe in the universe and believe in a tree and believe in its in the zodiac signs and these things. That is self-chosen doctrines that do not originate from God, and that is basically what heresies, right? It's the same way some people also tell you about they had to call upon a different name, and now you hear men talking about seven universes and a different name for the Lord, and all those are self-chosen doctrines that did not originate from the Lord, right? So basically what it is heresies, right? Heresies. And again, in this time that we're in, you basically would be getting plenty heresies, because we are the end. These are the things that would be coming, right? I say heresy, I say belief or opinion contrary to orthodox religious doctrine, right? It's a based on heresies from Greek heresis. It's a choice. It's a heretical sect, right? So heresies. Now let me bring a scripture here, right? I'm gonna go to the book of 2 Peter. I'm gonna go to the book of 2 Peter chapter 2. Chapter 2, I'll start from verse 1, right? It says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. So you say, but there were false prophets also among the people. And this, again, the time that we in, these, you're going to get an fluctuation of false prophets. You understand? Some might be what they were once in the truth, they would leave. You understand? And you see that no, men leaving and bringing doctrines that is basically heresies. This as I said, the video that I did yesterday, I'm man talking about the 7 heaven and the 7 different name and all these set of things. That is heresies. But again, this is the time that the deceive and the deceiver are his. And when his Lord tell about false prophets among the people, let's know that it would have. There would be there. It have no denying that, it have no getting around it. Those false prophets would be there. It's the same way that it would have the right prophets. The chosen prophets, it would have the false. It would have the false prophets. It would have the prophets that would tell you the truth, and those that would tell the false doctrines, right? It say, but there were false prophets among the people, also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, right? Who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, right? Damnable. So look up the word damnable, right? It's a damnable, it's a very bad or unpleasant. It says it's a subject to or worthy of divine condemnation. So these heresies will be considered to it'll be worthy to receive what condemnation, right? You understand? So those damnable heresies will be worthy of what punishment, right? It say the action of condemning someone to a punishment, right? So those heresies, damnable heresies, will be worthy of punishment, because again, the heresies that are bringing is self-chosen doctrines that do not originate from God. So it's doctrines that have nothing to do with the Lord. Those seven heavens, those manifestations doctrine, those believing in zodiac and all these things, and now they want to incorporate it with the Lord. Now they want to make it feel like this is what the Lord said to follow. This is what the Lord said to worship, and it have many other doctrines outside there that is heresies. Now, how would they know? You have to be the scripture. And again, you have to be taught, right? You have to be taught. But the truth is in the scriptures. Many of these people believe in things because they don't know the scriptures, right? And they don't want to read. They don't want to hearken, right? So when these prophets come, they come with a seducing spirit. They catch people. They catch people. These seducing spirits come and tell these people what it is they want to hear. You understand? People believing in this pantheism, right? That pantheism doctrine. Show them believing in that and believing is the truth, believing is something of the Lord when it's not. It's basically a heresy, because that did not originate from the Lord, right? Shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. And again, the condemnation, swift destruction, because again, you teaching a heresy, and then these people fall in a heresy. Say the blind shall lead the blind, and both shall fall into a ditch. You have judgment to receive for teaching a heresy and believing in a heresy, right? Say, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of the truth shall be evil spoken of. It say, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, right? Look up the word feign. So you get an idea. It's a mold, it's a contrive to make something, to invent a story, an excuse or allegation, right? So it's a with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. So the judgment, right? The damnation, it didn't slumber, because again, teaching things that the Lord permitted not to teach, you have to receive judgment for that. But what I wanted to, as I say, there's so much of heresies outside here right now. You just basically have to go online and you go and see a whole set of like strange doctrines. You understand? A whole set of belief that people believe is from the Lord when it's not. When it's not. You understand? When it's not. That why I bring the pantheism, the pseudepigraph, right? That is what I did a video on yesterday. The pseudepigrapha, right? It's a pseudepigrapha. It's a falsely attributed works. Text who claimed author is not the true author, or a work whose real author attributed it to a figure of the past. So it's basically non-canon stuff. No, it's just like the book of Enoch, just like these men are teaching the seven heavens and all these other things, just like other men saying, call upon the Lord with different names and all these things. Those things are heresies. You understand? Those are the kind of things that they hear now, and many more other things that they hearing right now. Many more other doctrines. The Lord is like, the Lord could be anything, and hey, I was that stuff you're hearing right now. But again, we are the end, so these things would come. You understand? These are the kind of things that would come. But just remember, destruction waited for these people, that teach and believe in these things. And it's only going to get worse from here on out. It's only going to get worse from here on out. The kind of things, as I said, if you really want to get an idea, just go online and see the kind of things that people believe in. You understand? See the kind of things that people believe in. See what they follow and see what they worship in. And you get to understand that hey, it's the heresies that they're into. You understand? Even it would once have men that would serve with us, that would leave, and they themselves would start to believe, they themselves would start to teach heresies and believe in heresies. But this is where you'll get the end. So beware of that. Take heed. You understand? Take heed. I'm gonna bring our next scripture here. It says, this is Galatians chapter 1 verse 8. It says, but though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. It says, as we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. Right? And let him be accursed. So these people are teaching different doctrines, different beliefs, different things from what the Lord say. As I say, I go marketing the meaning of heresies, a self-chosen doctrine, and that is the thing. Everybody believes they have an opinion, and their opinion stands, when that's far from the truth. You understand? Your opinion means nothing to the truth. This is something people don't do. Look up the meaning of words. Now we was taught to what? Look up the meaning of the words. Go into the word. When you look up the word opinion, it means a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. So your opinion is basically false. Your opinion matters nothing, because your opinion is based not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. So if something is not based upon fact or knowledge, what it is basically a lie. Right? It's basically a lie. So your opinion matters nothing to when it comes to the scriptures. It matters not, because what the scriptures say, what we are justified in His sayings. So we would go to the Lord's sayings and find out what is true or not. It's the same. For example, we might tell you, hey, don't eat shrimps. You might have an opinion to say, no, we can eat shrimp because why is that to eat? That is just your opinion that is not fact. That I could eat shrimp because the Lord say we could continue to eat anything. We could eat anything. That's blessed. That is our opinion. That is a heresy. The Lord never said that. And your opinion is based not upon fact, not upon knowledge. Because where is our knowledge? Our knowledge is in the scriptures. This word. So if it's speaking not according to this word, the scripture say that because it have no light in them. So one time these false prophets, these false teachers and so forth that bring in heresies, because why? They're not teaching according to the word. Right? So beware of that. And again, you're going to see a high increase of that. A heavy high increase. The internet flooded with heresies right now, and it have many more to come. You're seeing it day by day. Even by men who was once in the truth. When they leave, you see them teaching about 7 heavens now. those two guys that majority of the apostles and the elders doing videos upon. Even the Akim like us, right? But beware of those things, and beware of those men. So with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kodash. We say the apostles and elders of great mercy and reward of teachers, our apostles in the truth. And we say salutations to all the Akim, pushing the word and on the truth and sincerity day in and day out. Constantly in season, we say Shalom.